Vamos, my brothers and sisters, your boy JT, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings, the series, of course, where we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it, and it is another chilly day of Leeds United transfer news. But don't take your jacket off, because I'm not talking about the cold, I'm talking about that spice, baby. More spice than Piccadilly Gardens, and spice that is hotter than the finest sand you will find in the Sahara sand dunes. I'm talking double transfers. That's right, Ricky P and Tyler Adams could be coming as part of a double deal within the coming few weeks. I'm talking double departures with Kalvin Phillips and Rafinha. Big updates coming there. I'm talking Leeds United buckling down for a new striker. We are ready to throw the kitchen sink at a new striker, and Takumi Minamino is probably going to be the man. All of this and so much more. And the first story circulating around Leeds United is for that man, Ricky P. That is right, Leeds United have been given a massive boost in our pursuit towards Barcelona's Ricky P, with the guy being listed for only £8.8 million. What an absolute steal. And it is time to get into some of the old articles-enios. And bang, here we go. Leeds, Victor Orta must move for Ricky P by George McGibbon. Good old 3-minute read. Or shall we say 3 minutos radiosos. Leeds United have handed a huge boost in their pursuit of Barcelona midfielder Ricky P. According to recent reports, the Express, the 22-year-old has now been deemed surplus to requirements, which is what we were talking about yesterday. The report goes on to state that this will come as a huge boost to Victor Orta and the White, with the Spanish sporting director believed to hold a long-standing interest in the former Spanish under-21 international. Now, do you think Ricky P will be a good signing for £8.5 million? What a steal, by the way, for someone of his age and his quality. Indeed, according to FBref data, the 22-year-old ranks in the top 2% of midfielders across Europe's big 5 leagues for passes attempted per 90, as well as the top 2% for passes completed. And this is very, very important, because one thing that everyone was talking about with Tyler Adams is that Tyler Adams isn't very good on the ball, so you don't really see Leeds going in for him. However, if you are partnering him up with someone like Ricky P, he could potentially make up for Tyler Adams's deficiencies in this area. The £64,000 per week Spaniard also ranks in the top 10% for non-penalty goals per 90, the top 12% for shots, the top 4% for shot creating actions over the next 12 months. Clearly a very, very, very high quality attacking player, but also someone who's probably not perfect for Leeds United's system. Is he either a DM? Can he play further up the pitch in an attacking midfield position? His best position lies in the middle of the two. Now, maybe he could act as a bridging gap between the central defensive midfield and the attacking midfield area. And if you're bringing someone in like Tyler Adams, who potentially has deficiencies in that area, then maybe that could be a perfect combination. But let me know what you guys think about Ricky P down in the comment section down below. And speaking of Tyler Adams, massive news emerging late last night by George McGibbon again. He is popping off today. Leeds Jesse Marsch plotting Tyler Adams' bid. This is according to a report by MLS Transfers, who claim that the sources have revealed that the defensive midfielder is ready to leave Rasenballsport Leipzig this summer. I know someone got onto me in the comments for that one a couple of days ago. With the Bundesliga side looking to secure a big fee for the 23-year-old. It is then claimed that Leeds and Benfica are the two most interested clubs for the USA international, with the duo believed to be pushing to secure the DM for a more reasonable price than Leipzig are currently demanding. That's right, I was hearing stories about them demanding 36 million euros, 36 million pounds even for him, with reports that Kalvin Phillips might be leaving for 60 million pounds. That is nowhere near Adams's valuation. especially for a guy who hasn't had the most impressive of 2021-22 campaigns by all accounts. They do go back into the old FB ref data and how he's still ranked in the top 2% of midfielders for blocks per 90. In addition, the top 25% for passes completed. Mate, if we compare that over to Ricky P, what was he in? The top 2% for passes completed. Big difference here. Big difference. But it does appear that Leeds are going to be going in for him very, very soon. I think he could be the next transfer we get done by all accounts. And him and Ricky P is certainly a little bit more exciting to me than that news emerging yesterday that we were going to go for Lewis O'Brien. But let me know what you guys think about Tyler Adams down in the comment section down below. Are you happy with this? Do you think the two could make a good pairing? Let me know. Now, midfield additions are definitely on Leeds' radar because scary news was emerging late last night. According to Daniel Falciano at 8:10 p.m, Khaldoon Al Mubarak's words on Manchetser City should send shivers down Leeds United's spine. Every day, it seems to be a new update on one of their star men at Leeds United leaving this summer, but this, by far, is the biggest bombshell of the window so far. Speaking after the club lifted their 4th Premier League title in 5 years, Khaldoon Al Mubarak said, "I can confirm that there will be more players coming in," quoted by the Telegraph last night. "We are looking to strengthen the team in the areas that need strengthening. Every season some players leave and we have to refresh them in the team. We always look at improving and strengthening. I anticipate we will be doing a couple of more." And the reason why that's especially relevant is because they're going to be losing Fernandinho this summer. That report goes on to claim that Phillips has emerged as the #1 target to replace Fernandinho and strengthen Pep Guardiola's midfield. You see what I mean? This isn't looking good here. It's really not looking good. Here was another report yesterday by The Sun. Man City transfer plans made clear with £80 million double deal mooted, which is talking about a double deal for both Kalvin Phillips and Marco Corella. And it's talking about Leeds only being able to demand £50 million for the midfielder. That is a violation. We have made a massive mistake not tying him down to a longer deal earlier. And now it's not in our hands. Charging them however much we want is not in our hands. Do you think we'll be able to keep him? Do you think we'll be able to tempt him to stay at Elland Road for another season, potentially sign a new contract, go the next year after a massive release clause has been triggered? I'm not so sure. And if we did lose him, would Ricky P and Tyler Adams be good enough replacements for you guys? Let me know down in the comment section down below. In more positive news, here's a big story about Leeds United. Jesse Marsch intent on signing striker by David Comerford, posted on the 30th of May 17:35. Leeds United will now go in for a striker during the summer window. Transfer insider Dean Jones has told Give Me Sport. That's right, we're going in fast, we're going in thick, and we're going in now. Thick should have come before the fast, but it doesn't really matter because I'll tell you what's coming in before anything else, and that is a striker. Now, what striker is it going to be? There are two big names on the lips of everyone surrounding Elland Road right now, and that is, of course, Broja and the big boy Takumi Minamino. That is right, Takumi Minamino is being touted as the more realistic of the options by The Athletic's Phil Hay, where he goes on to talk about the relationship that he had with Jesse Marsch over at RB Salzburg, and we saw how big that was in convincing Brendan Aronson to come over, who claimed that Jesse Marsch transformed his entire game. O'Rourke goes on to talk about that a lot here, about him getting 20 goal contributions in 22 games under Jesse Marsch. According to transfer insider Dean Jones writing for Gimme Sport, Liverpool outcast Takumi Minamino could emerge as a potential option for the Yorkshire Giants, as he expected to leave Anfield this summer, with Transfermarkt valuing him at just £10.8 million. Mate, this is very cheap. If we could get Ricky P and Takumi Minamino in the door for under £20 million, that could be a beautiful bit of business. Not only strengthening the squad, but doing so in a manner that's very cheap and allows us to potentially sell these players on for a hell of a lot more and rebuild in the future. But as Phil Hay was talking about here, those two are the big names that Leeds are going for, and I keep hearing Takumi Minamino's name name come up. Every single time I'm looking around Leeds United, I'm hearing transfer news, I always keep hearing the name Takumi Minamino popping up. There just seems to be that link that won't go away. Maybe somebody knows something a little bit more than I do, and that's what I suspect is going on here. I suspect it's being kept a little hush-hush under the carpet right now, but the rumors are getting stronger, they're getting thicker, and they're getting faster. And had you had a choice between Takumi Minamino and Armando Broja, which one would you rather see at Elland Road next summer? Speaking about selling players on for a hell of a lot more, Leeds' £60 million offer could see Rafinha leave. Leeds United star will likely join Barcelona if they submit an offer between £50 million and £60 million. But that might not be coming anytime soon, because Leeds United make Barcelona wait, with talks yet to begin over Rafinha exit, and this was as of 8:40 last night. There have still not been any definitive negotiations between Leeds and Barcelona over the transfer of Rafinha, according to Mundo Deportivo. And as it goes on to talk about, it would appear that Barcelona have put all their eggs inside the basket of Leeds United getting relegated so they could snag him on the cheap. Well, I'm afraid to tell you that man Rafinha was instrumental in us not getting relegated, and now you're going to have to come in with the big bucks. You're playing with the big boys now. Basically, that's not looking likely right now, because they're still outweighing the outcome for Ousmane Dembele. He has yet to leave the club, and obviously taking up a lot of the wage bill and just a huge amount of money that they could potentially get for selling him on. And as things stand, unless if they can get him out this door soon, Rafinha might not be going over to Barcelona, and that's the only place he wants to go. There's another story here about Aronson's deal with Leeds United contingent on EPL survival, basically saying that he had the deal all wrapped up before the season even finished, and they were just waiting for Leeds to stay up. Here's another one talking about Noah Lang and Leeds United again. The story that just doesn't seem to be going away. Do you guys want him? I'm hearing so many conflicting opinions about Noah Lang. People saying he got more red cards than goals and you don't want him. Some people saying he is an absolutely world-class player. As it goes on to say here, the 22-year-old scored 9 goals and claimed a further 15 assists this season via transfer mark. Could he potentially play alongside Rafinha or not? He doesn't really fit the system very well, but he could potentially be a replacement for Rafinha and offer Leeds some diversity with the ability to go wide. And then finally, there's another story about Leeds going for an intelligent signing of Armando Broja. But that is about all the transfer news for today, guys. Let me know down in the comment section down below which one you want to see making you move over to Elland Road. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and sisters.